Today we're going to look at the fundamentals of Google Analytics for small business owners. So what is Google Analytics? Well, it's a free tool that monitors traffic to your website. And when it's used really well, it can give you valuable insights that help you shape your marketing strategy. It's a really powerful tool for marketing, and its power lies in how complex it is. But that's also often the thing that a lot of small business owners get stuck on, and often becomes the reason why they just don't learn how to use it. So today I want to talk to you about the 5 most important metrics that you can look at as a small business owner when you're starting out on Google Analytics. And I'll explain to you what they mean and then also how they're useful for your business. So number 1 that I wanted to talk about is one of the first metrics that you'll see when you log into Google Analytics for the first time. So users is the number of new and returning people to your website over a set period of time. Each time a new person comes to your website, they're given a unique identifier, which is what we call cookies. And this helps Google distinguish between people who are new to the website and people who are returning. So a session is defined by a group of actions or interactions that a user has within a given time frame. So that means any one user can have more than one session. Both of these numbers are used as indicators of traffic to your website, and they give you a really good base understanding of how people are engaging with your web content. Your bounce rate is the percentage of visits where a user lands on your site and then leaves your site without any further interactions. Now often this figure can change depending on which page you're looking at and how useful or relevant the content is, but the figure you see when you first log in your Google Analytics homepage is an average across your whole website. From a marketing perspective, when we look at a bounce rate, if we see a high bounce rate, it's normally because of one of 2 things. Either the content on the page that the person has landed on isn't relevant to what they're looking for, or there's not enough internal links or calls to action on that page for them to want to visit other parts of your website. Google Analytics calculates the average session duration by taking the total number of time, and that's done in seconds, and then dividing that by the total number of sessions across the website. So for example, let's say you had 3 website visitors. The first person stayed on your site for 180 seconds. The second person stayed for 60 seconds, and then the third person stayed for 360 seconds. So to calculate the average session duration, Google Analytics would take the total time, which is 600 seconds, and then divide that by the number of sessions, which is 3. And then that would give you an average session duration of 200 seconds, or 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which is how you'll see it in the dashboard. Now there's a little more to this metric in terms of how people interact with your site. But at a really high level, this just gives you a really base understanding of whether or not people are staying engaged with the content that you're putting on your pages. Acquisition overview tells you just that. It tells you how people got to your site. For example, did they come through direct? Did they come through an organic search term? Did they come through social media, or have they come through some sort of email marketing? This is a really great tool to go and have a look at if you're wanting to know which channels are serving your website the best, and it also helps you to prioritize which ones you want to use for your marketing channels. And that's it. So those are the top 5 metrics that I recommend for anyone that's getting started with Google Analytics. So like I said at the start of the video, it's a great tool for any business to use, but it is very complex. So just start with the basics. And if you have any other questions about Google Analytics basics, feel free to leave them in the comments below or flick me a message at marketable.nz.